It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That's Chastain, For Those Who Dare, featuring Leather Leone on lead vocal. And want to thank our good friend Veronica and our new friend Leather, whom you've interviewed before, right, Chris?
Yeah, so it seems, while you were doing that part, while you were doing that part and wouldn't let me in, I went looking, and I was like, oh, yeah, I did interview her at one point.
If it's not your mic fucking up, it's your throat.
I have had this fucking weird fucky throat all week. And, of course, the alcohol probably helps it none, but
right.
Whatever, it's fine. I'm all right.
Well, how did you like having two metal vocalist chicks on the show at once?
All I needed was two chicks. It doesn't have to be metal necessarily. I'll talk to two pop chicks. I don't care.
Now, were those two hysterical or what?
Dude, I love Leather. And you know I love Veronica, so I got to imagine one of them's got a tongue in the other one right about now.
Nice.
Don't you think? I mean, all the innuendo and stuff.
Those two were just outrageous, and Veronica is texting me over pictures.
Yeah.
Which I'm sending over to you.
Yeah, and I put up the 5 that you sent me in the last 10 minutes or whatever.
All right, cool. So there's some new pictures of Leather over on the Classic Metal Show Facebook, trying on Veronica's bras.
I know. And Leather's about as big as my legs, so.
Too funny.
Look at this shit. Cunt Fest 2013. Really? Why do they got to be cunty?
I don't know.
I thought they were very sweet and cuddly. That was my personal take. Did you not think they were sweet and cuddly?
I thought they were funny.
I thought they were fun. There's nothing cunty about those two.
Nope.
Unless they want to share some cunty. In which case I'm willing to take.
Nice.
Are they listening, by the way?
Yes.
Good. Hi, girls. How you doing?
All of a sudden, here's the funny part.
All right, go ahead.
You and I, have been doing this show a long time, and we have, we know people in the music world and whatever, and they come on the show and they're our friends, but they don't listen to the show.
Right. Yeah.
They just know us for the interviews that we do with them, but they don't really listen to the show.
Yeah.
And the thing is that with Veronica, over the last, say, month, she's discovered the Spreaker.
Gee, how did she discover the Spreaker?
And now she listens to the Spreaker segments, and now that she listens, she just has a whole different opinion of us.
When exactly did she start listening to the Spreaker?
Oh, about a month ago.
And where were you at exactly that same time?
I was in Columbus, Ohio.
Who were you with?
I was with Veronica.
I'll bet.
She got to hear it on the iPhone in the car through the stereo.
Is it sexy to have sex to your own voice?
Now, see, you're making all kinds of assumptions there.
I just asked a question. Did I say who with?
When we were shuttling bands back and forth, we played some of the CMS on the Spreaker, and some of the bands enjoyed it.
Are you saying that you've never had sex with the CMS playing?
No.
You never have?
No.
Jesus, even I have.
I haven't done that.
I have, because I'm fucking sick like that.
No.
I have.
I'm not that big of a narcissist,
I am.
I just do what I do because I enjoy it, but it's not because it's like, oh, this is my whole life,
Well, I am.
Okay, well, fine. I'm not going to cast aspersions about it. It's just I'm just talking for myself here.
I know. So in other words, you had to put your phone down to have sex.
Why do you make that assumption?
What assumption? What assumption are you assuming?
Well, you're making assumptions here, and
about what?
About anything.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking the question. Did you have to put your phone down?
My phone?
Yeah.
The one that I play the Spreaker on.
Yeah. Did you have to put it down?
To do what?
To have some sex.
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Greetings and salutations.
Oh,
gentlemen.
greetings, Mr. Tate. How are you?
I am doing well, and I have one question for you. Have either of you gentlemen ever had sex? Have you ever partaken in the carnal delights? Have you ever knocked boots, as it were, to the dulcet tones of me, Geoff Tate?
Yes, I have.
I have too.
There's actually love stains on your warning CD.
Warning? What song? Hold on, Jeff. I don't mean to interrupt you, but what song on Warning would you bang to?
The warning song. Warning,
What?
warning, warning.
That's really the psychosexual subtext of that song. It's it appears to be some sort of dystopian apocalyptic scenario, but really it's about blowing your nuts.
Wow. Jeff, you never cease to amaze me.
More subtle as a lyricist than the likes of, say, Gene Simmons or David Coverdale. I pride myself on having the delicate touch, the veiled references.
You never cease to amaze me with your vocabulary and your vernacular.
Jesus.
Well, I am the thinking man's metal singer.
You're not a metal singer, Jeff. Don't lower yourself to that.
Well, if I must be cast in this category, if the shoe fits, if the
Buy
condom
new
fits
shoes. You're way above metal. Come on.
if the condom fits on my cock, I wear it.
Jesus. God damn it.
That will be a magnum, please.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Jeff, I need to ask you: Are you familiar with Leather Leone, and were you aware she was such a huge fan of yours?
Well, am I familiar with her? What do you mean by that?
Well, are you aware of her existence? Did you know who she is?
Well, she was one of those heavy metal screamers. One of those. The song you just played, it sounded like very amateurish and boorish and all
Yeah.
that sort of thing. But I take my fans where I can get them, and if she draws some inspiration from me, Geoff Tate, into her blood-curdling shrieks, all the better. And there was much I could teach her in the way of vocal performance and all that sort of thing.
Jeff, would you allow your penis to be the flame that she takes hold of?
Absolutely. I would take it. I would regard it with great relish, and all the more if Miss Veronica was in play as well.
Well, those two are together right now and drinking.
I have heard that, and I think they make a suitable replacement for Kay and Abby.
I don't know if that's saying so much, Sir Jeff.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, Kay and Abby aren't exactly like a high benchmark, are they?
Well, I don't really. I see no difference. It was quite the same thing. Girl talk. Let's try on my lingerie, all that sort of thing. all the coquettish jokes about yodeling in the canyon, as it were.
Coquettish?
Yes, that is the word I seek. All the coyness, the hair tossing, the winking, the furtive smiles.
My goodness.
The flirtatiousness. It was arousing at the same time, but at the same time it got a bit annoying.
So you weren't put off when she said she had to go into the bathroom of the cake factory or the cheesecake factory to puke?
No, that was not something that aroused me at all. Richard heard the word bathroom and got excited, but... and of course, I'm talking about Reb Beach for those who don't know. By the way, I'm always looking around for creative covers that we could do as Queensryche, out of the box, if you'll pardon the expression, box.
Right.
Yeah, box. Well, Richard turned me onto a song that he would really like to cover, and I'm thinking we may do it. Are you familiar with Vandenberg?
Yes, we love Vandenberg.
Well, they have a song that goes, "When the shit hits the fan." Reb loves it.
It's called Wait.
Yes, but it's about shit.
Yeah, it's wait till the shit hits the fan.
It's right in Reb's wheelhouse.
Is that WEIGHT? Like the weight of the shit hitting the fan?
I suppose so. On your face I leave a shit tower, and you love my golden showers and all that sort of thing. Oh, that's the Mentors. We're looking at that as well.
Oh my God!
Could you possibly
I
maybe?
Your face for toilet paper. Bend up and smell my anal vapor.
Could you possibly craft a new Geoff Tate original called Cleveland Steamer?
Well, I leave that to the people who are from Cleveland, right, Christopher?
I have no comment on this.
Of course not. Of course not. Christopher is too busy dabbling in moonblood, as it were.
Moonblood, nice.
By the way, I have an update on something we discussed about 2 weeks ago before your sojourn into Cheeseland.
Yes.
You recall the young lady who was posting the video of herself, impersonating me and trying to debunk me and tarnish my legacy. So
it was shameful, Jeff. I remember.
Well, perhaps you may think, a lot of people think that Geoff Tate goes through life just bopping along without a care in the world. A lot of people think that Geoff Tate doesn't take note of things. I'm here to tell you, Geoff Tate was on the case with this. I fired up the Google machine, and I did some detective work, and you may be interested to know what I found.
What is that?
This young lady, this Danae Suri.
Yeah.
It appears she is the wife of one John Drenning, who was a member of Crimson Glory.
Oh, my goodness, you're kidding.
I do not need to tell you who once was the vocalist for Crimson Glory.
Oh, so she's an imposter.
The pieces of the puzzle are coming together. The smear campaign is taking shape. Now, see, this is all coming from the Crimson Glory camp.
Yeah, but wouldn't they be mad because that scab joined the scab version of Queensryche instead of, staying with their band?
Well, I would think they're probably glad for their friend. They've, the wonderful opportunity. After all, I mean, playing for 200 people in a bar with, those other fellows, versus playing for 100 people in an even shittier bar for Crimson Glory. Well, it's a step up. They've got to feel glad for their friend, and once again, it is not entirely coincidental in the least that this mocking video would be coming from someone in the Crimson Glory camp.
Well, Jeff, would you consider maybe joining Crimson Glory with your talents to elevate them, so to speak?
No, absolutely not.
I just thought I'd ask. I mean, they clearly stole their career from you.
No, obviously, yes. I'm giving them more than they deserve by simply acknowledging their existence right now. But however, I could not let this matter lie.
So how did you find this out, Jeff?
The Google machine. Just punch in the girl's name, the Danae Suri. You don't even have to click on any of the results. You just read the little blurbs that the fine fellows at Google have come up with, and you see that she is the wife of John Drenning.
Oh, my goodness.
She appears in several videos with him, and she is listed as his wife.
Oh, my goodness. No,
took me 5 minutes.
And you don't think there's any posturing there at all? Like, she's just pretending to be his wife?
Why would she? Who'd want to be married to that? Who would want to pretend to be married to that?
Sure.
If I were her, I'd pretend I wasn't married to it.
She's definitely no Susan, right?
Absolutely not. Susan is in a class by herself.
What class is that?
The head of the class.
And by head, you mean giving?
Absolutely. My God.
Or the equestrian class.
That as well, we've discussed our affinity for pony play as well.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, we got some ideas the other day when we accompanied young Doghouse to his local state fair. They've got a petting zoo there. My God, I had to go to the porta potty to relieve some pressure.
So you weren't able to take that, Jeff?
Well, it just simply could not wait another minute. I had to rush out of the petting zoo building and make straight for the porta potty. I critical mass.
So was the porta potty even usable after you were done?
Not that it was very usable when I got there either, but I took care of business and I went back out and pretended nothing had happened. But I definitely had some ideas that Susan and I are going to be trying out. Ponies are one thing. What about miniature goats? What about sheep? What about alpacas?
Alpacas?
Alpacas.
What exactly would you do with an alpaca that would be different than a horse?
It would be entirely different because they had this lovely, soft, fluffy wool.
And are you saying that Susan has a soft, fluffy womb?
Well, we could groom her that way. It could be arranged. I mean, it's theater of the mind, if you will. And when you're in the petting zoo, you pay the young lady $1 and she gives you a bag of carrots.
All right.
The way some of those critters just scarfed up those carrots, it really got my cock throbbing.
So now, do you keep carrots in your refrigerator at home?
I've got a carrot right here in my pants.
And is she willing to nibble?
Absolutely. I've been working with Susan and trying to get her to, go at it like an animal would, not just engulfing it all at once in her mouth, just doing a little bit of like an animal would. Anyone who has ever fed an animal at a petting zoo would know what I'm talking about.
Like a dog on a bowl of water.
Well, sort of, or maybe a miniature goat on a carrot stick.
Are you not worried about the pain?
Well, I wouldn't know about that.
We're a calf in a weaning barn.
Now you're catching the spirit of the thing.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
It's new.
Well, Jeff,
as
there's always
always,
something going on, man, in your world. It's too bad you're not on tour, where you could be experiencing some of this with some of the other ladies.
Well, there's a season for all things, and all things in season. I'm sure I'll be getting out there and, getting right down in it and getting my hands dirty, as it were.
And by hands, you mean penis?
I mean everything. Hands, feet, nose, cock. Everything.
Well, since you liken a lot of your experiences with animalistic behaviors, have you encouraged Susan not to do any grooming in the lower regions for a while, so she gets all nice and...
Well, there is, some interesting scientific research. As I mentioned before, I like to occasionally peruse the scientific journals, the Journal of Sexual Response, Scientific American, all that sort of thing. They've made a rather exhaustive study. Some heroes of mine, the likes of Betty Dodson and Beverly Whipple and Lou Paget and these sex therapists, they're a bit long in the tooth, every one of them right now, but, my God, in their day, I bet they could tell you something. Even in their 80s, I bet they could turn a man inside out. But their research, as I was saying, everyone likes to think that they would like to get all nice and clean and freshly showered and perfumed and cologned up, ready for a go-around in the sack. But the research says that the smell of perspiration, of sweat, of natural skin and flesh and hot, inflamed flesh, that is more arousing than, that sets off more pheromones in the brain. It gets the blood rushing to the groin more so than, sweet perfumed flesh.
So what you're saying, Jeff, is that you like a dirty stank pussy.
Well, not put too fine a point on it, Christopher, but perhaps there's much to be said for the natural odors. I am not talking about going all tuna fish here, but just a little whiff of the natural bearded clam.
So then, do you like a nice big hairy bush that just holds some of that scent?
Oh, good God, yes. You're making me hard just thinking about it. Tell me more. Keep talking. Tell me more.
Some of that where there's just like some oozing of some
oozing. Oh, I'm oozing myself. Oh, yeah.
Some of that chick's wetness just kind of leaking into the hair.
Ah, Mananda, come here, please. All right, right there. Stand right there. Oh, right in the kisser. I need a cigarette.
And Miranda needs a towel.
She needs to just jump right into the shower and forgo the towel.
Nice.
Well, it is always entertaining and enlightening chatting with you fellows, as always. Well, I suppose I must be popping.
All right, Jeff.
As you always do, Jeff.
You know what I mean by popping, don't you?
Just heard.
Ode to my black heritage. Pop that pussy. Pop that pussy, baby. Pop that pussy. Pop that pussy. Oh, hey.
All right, Jeff. Well, it's been great speaking to you tonight.
Absolutely, and we'll do it again shortly.
Awesome.
Always looking forward to it, Jeff.
Fuck you, pal.
Wow, that was completely unexpected.
Holy shit.
We weren't even in a Queensryche mode, and there's Jeff.
No. Wow. God damn it.
Nathan from Kentucky, Doghouse should either put in a mental institution or be elected president. I'm not sure which. Metal Demon, fuck, I'm gonna come.
Holy shit. Oh, wow. That was something.
That was something.
Jesus.
Wow.
Why don't you play some Queensryche while we regroup?
I think that'd probably be wise.
All right. I have a request.
Please throw it my way.
For Promised Land, I would like to hear Bridge.
Oh, okay.
Since Jeff just came in Miranda's face, how about if we throw one about the daddy?
Right.
The missing daddy.
Wow. And we're not talking London Bridge here either.
Nope. We're just talking about a bridge.
Nice. All right. Well, we'll be back. We got some happy time with Harry. We're already up and happy as we speak.
Holy shit, are we ever?
The Twister girl has been instant messaging me or texting me.
Jesus, is your phone blowing up between that one and Veronica?
Yes. It's just like, damn this.
Tell Veronica, hey Veronica, you can text me too.
Yeah, this is funny. Some funny shit.
Text me too, Veronica.
All right. All right, well, here's Queensryche with one of Chris's favorites tunes from Promised Land. It's The Bridge exclusively here.
On your classic metal show.